Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to basically do a Warframe guide based off exactly how to get resources really quickly, how to stack your resources up. And this is a beginner guide for anybody that's newer. So the way you can check out your resources, if you go over to your foundry, you press X if you're playing on Xbox, or whatever your equivalent to does show you your components. So this is basically all your resources that you grinded out for. So as you can see, I have a bunch of resources. Resources are the main thing that you need to go for, especially when you're like making new frames, making new weapons, etc. Like you can also make like skins as well for like alternate helmets and things like that. You can make fishing rods. You can make what else? The other thing, and you also can make performers from the resources. And you can make fish bait from some of the resources as well, including the dye and weapon parts. You can craft your own weapon parts or have a one of these brace. I'll show you. So we're gonna go straight to the operator. Nope. So I can just go down here. So I'll quickly show you because I forgot the name of it. So it's like the little brace that's on your operator that allows you to channel your void energy. So mine is an Arca Lanka. That's what I named it. So you also need resources to build this. So there's several ways you can go about getting the resources really quickly. One is there are two frames that can help you out farm resources very, very fast and very, very efficiently. And let's see, where is he at? Necro. So the first one is Necro. You can have a regular Necros or you can have a Necros Prime. And the build that you want to go for with Necros Prime, you must have a despoil. And then go for range, efficiency, and duration. So that way you basically have this to happen, the augment mod. So the spoil is when you do desecrate, you no longer consume energy, but it basically consumes 10 health per corpse. And what it does is it double loots basically the target. So when you do, where is it at? It's right here. So when you desecrate, basically it increases the chance with additional loot off targets that you kill. And the way you can do this efficiently is you have despoil, desecrate, and then you run a sword. So when you kill an enemy with a sword while you're on Necros, you cut the enemy in half, and it double loots the enemy when you kill him. So you basically get a chance of getting more resources than normal off an enemy. The other one would be the other two. There's two frames. So one can be Hydron, and it would be his Tentacle Swarm. So when you use his Tentacle Swarm is basically killing the enemies, but when it kills the enemies, it's dropping double loot. He has an augmented mod, which I currently don't have, but I can show you it in here. I believe it's with these guys. Zephyr. It's not in there. I'll tell you the name when I find it. It's in one of these guys. Or what you can do is go to the trade chat. They usually go for about 15, maybe 10, depending on the person you find selling his mod. Mag, Equinox, Gara. So I found a couple of his mods. I'm just trying to find the right one. There you go, right here. So basically you put Pilfer and Swarm. So when you basically use the Tentacle Swarm, it basically, enemies that is held by it has a chance to drop loot by 100%. So this gives you double loot as well, so you can farm really quickly. And as you can see, I don't really use my Hydroid. I built him, played with him a little bit, and that was it. The last one will be Cora, if I can find her. I might have went right past her. Right here. And I believe she also has a mod for her ability, her fourth. So when you grab the enemies in your Strangle Dome, there is a mod for her Strangle Dome. Her Strangle Dome basically gives you, with that mod, it double loots the enemies as well that are caught in her Strangle Dome. And we're just gonna take a quick look. I believe is in here. Loki, Mirage, Nyx. Alright, so it's not in this one. I'm gonna quickly try to find this as fast as possible. That way I give you the right name for it. Mirage. Nope, nope. I believe it's part of the same faction that I was looking at earlier. Let's take a look at Steel Meridian real quick. Make sure I'm not missing out on anything in here. Alright, so it gotta be one of these. Here it goes. Pilfering Strangle Dome. So basically it gives you a 65% chance of enemies dropping additional loot. So basically you can use this to farm the 3 frames that I just showed you. You can use all 3 of those frames to give you additional loot. Me, I found the best one to be running is Necros, because Necros' ability, you can also spawn dead enemies that you killed, so you can basically like necromancy them back. So when you do that, you can basically put out like shadows of those enemies, have those enemies protecting you while you're just running around killing stuff. And there's several ways to find exactly what planet has what loot. 1, you can go on Google. 2, you can basically go to each planet, and each planet has a drone where you can launch, and the drone will tell you exactly the resources that you can find on each planet. So on Sentinel, you can find rubido, alloy plating, salvage. You always gonna find regardless of what you're doing, and then detonate, ampu, if I'm saying it right, ampuline, if I'm saying it right. So what you can do is basically, instead of just going on Google, which I love what this game has done with it, you just basically go and look exactly what planet or what resources you're looking for through the planet. And I can tell you this, there's several resources that are kind of difficult to come across. One is being Nerodes, another is Arkansas, which I'll show you the planet. You can get it. Nope, that's not it. I went to the wrong. You can get it, if I'm not mistaken, I believe you can get it from doing Saturn. There we go. So you can get it from Saturn. You can get Arkansas right here. So the best places I usually go when I first start playing this game, I went straight to, where is it at? I think it is called Helene. So I went to Helene, but I went to the defense mission. And what you do is you're defending you're basically defending a Warframe pod. And while you're defending the Warframe pod, there's a bunch of enemies running in on the map, and it's basically a small tile set. So if you're running Necros and you have like high range, you can literally just run around killing enemies while guarding. And this also helps out because like the smaller the maps, the better it is to farm for the XP, to level up your frames, your weapons, and things like that. So what you can do is just go right to the defense mission, and the defense mission can help you out level up your frame and give you Arkansas so you can get it really quickly. Let's see, the other resource would be, it's not showing up on this planet, I believe it's Uranus. Gallium. So gallium is another resource that is used for a lot of things. You can either get it from just doing any mission here, or what I found the fast way to do it, it would be doing this mission right here, Callius, if I'm saying it right. Callius. So it's a Archwing mission. So all you do is basically kill a bunch of flying enemies in your Archwing, and you basically kill them, and you have a chance of them dropping. The only downside is you don't have the despoil, or like the pilfering dome, or the pilfering tentacles. You don't have none of that, but you still will run across it very often, so it's not bad at all. Another place. So now another place where you can get resources. Some of these resources that I'm about to show you at some of these places are exclusive strictly to, oh, I got an extractor, so let's get that out of there. So some of these places have exclusive resources. Deimos is also one of those places. Deimos is probably the best place to go to find near roads, because when you go to Deimos, near roads is an infested resource that is very rare to drop. And the same thing with Orkin cells. Orkin cells, the reason why you find it here on Deimos is because a lot of the main cast here, like the main factions, they all Orkin. So like this is basically an Orkin base where the moon itself got infested. So basically when you go here, you basically have a chance to run into a bunch of Orkin cells and things like that. So there's other ways you can go about doubling your chance and doubling your loot that you get. And one is these boosters right here. So there's 2 boosters that help out. So you got the 3-day resource booster, which is 40 platinum. Basically it doubles the amount of resources you can pick up. And this one is a resource drop chance booster. So it increases the chances of you finding very rare resources. And you can get these both for 40 plat each. I usually run these a lot. I get these, and these are like my basically main go-to. The last resource, because I can't show it to you through the navigation, but I can show it to you through me going to one of my ribbons. So we have this resource up here, which is called Kuva, and I actually probably can show it to you through here, through the foundry. I believe I have a weapon that needs to be built with Kuva. I believe it's a secondary weapon. Alright, yep, so right here. So Kuva. So Kuva is a resource that you use for your Riven mods, which is basically kind of like, if you play Destiny, it's kind of like an exotic version of a mod. So each weapon has their own Riven, and as you basically level up the Riven, they add like the polarity to it, the stronger the weapon is. Like, so let's say this Baza Riven. So this Baza Riven gives me 76 damage, 126.3 slash, 117.2% critical damage, and then it has a negative. So the Rivens basically add onto the weapon to add better stats to a weapon, to make the weapon perform a little bit more powerful and more stronger and higher end content. So that way you can basically craft building. If you know much about my channel, I like doing a lot of craft building and making different things work. So this is like a basic guide on exactly how you can find those, and I'm going to throw a little extra tip in there. So for all you new Warframe players, anybody that's new to the game, there's another way you can get like mods if you don't have them and you really want some of these mods. So when you do a mission, at the end of the mission, you have mods that drop. You have chances of like better mods and better polarity mods to drop. Also, if you go to the shop here, let's see, where's it at? Mods and Indo. So you come here, all right, and where is it at? So they have these essential mods right here, and these are basically the essential mods that you need for like a basic build without going like too detailed into it, because these mods right here will help you get through most of the game all the way to the end game, and it also gives you Indo as well as you're doing it. And the same thing with this. So you look at this, and this basically gives you all these kind of mods to help out, and this is for your Parazon mod. So it's basically a bunch of Parazon mods that allow you to hack and do a bunch of extra things. It's added onto your bracelets on your tenna. So you look here, you got basically all the shock mods, you have all the toxin mods, you have the base damage mods, you have cold damage mod. And this helps out a lot, because when you do this, this gives you certain mods that you can get right off the bat, and they're not expensive. They're 75 platinum. So this will help you out, basically make it like a basic build to get through enemies and make it much simple. So if you liked the video, just let me know. Comment down below. Tell me if I missed out on anything. If there's any veterans that end up watching my videos, just tell me if I missed out on anything. You guys have yourself an awesome day, and I'll catch you guys in the Space Channel. Laters.